Lord Polak.
My Lords, I refer the House to my registered interests. My Lords, tomorrow marks the 3-year anniversary of the signing of the Abraham Accords. The 15th of September 2020, the world witnessed a remarkable moment in Washington as the United Arab Emirates, the Kingdom of Bahrain and the State of Israel came together to sign the Abraham Accords. And a few months later, the Kingdom of Morocco joined this transformative accord. I would like to take a moment to express my deepest condolences and unwavering support to the people of Morocco in the wake of the devastating earthquake that struck earlier this week. I am deeply saddened to learn of the tragic loss of over 2,900 lives and hope for a swift and complete recovery for those injured or displaced. And may I pay tribute to their noble Lord the Minister for his leadership in getting aid to Morocco so very quickly. These accords were not merely ink on paper, they were a resounding statement, a pledge to normalise relations between nations that had once stood on opposite sides. It was a monumental achievement initiated by the United States, one that many had previously considered an unattainable dream, yet I cannot help but observe that we in the United Kingdom were not and are not involved. In a debate held in the other place in October 2021, Robert Jenrick posed a fundamental question. He said, what is the role for the United Kingdom and for our government in particular in taking the Abraham Accords forward? It's with a sense of disappointment and a desire for clarity that nearly 2 years later I ask His Majesty's government the very same question. What is our role in the Abraham Accords? What proactive steps are we taking to further the progress that has already been made? Are we actively engaging with neighbouring states, those nations that are close friends of the UK, to encourage their participation in the enterprise? And what concrete measures is the government undertaking to ensure the long-term success of the Accords? My Lords, the Abraham Accords represent a beacon of hope in a region that has endured decades of turmoil and division. They've already shown promise, but their full potential is yet to be realised. And it is incumbent upon us as representatives of a nation committed to promoting peace, stability and prosperity to take decisive action. We have a proud history of diplomatic leadership, and it is my hope that we can harness that legacy to contribute significantly to the success of the Abraham Accords. Well, as Robert Greenway, President of the Abraham Accords Peace Institute, recently highlighted the crucial role of the Abraham Accords in Middle East diplomacy, especially in countering the growing threat from Iran. The Abraham Accords unites former adversaries around common interests. Firstly, in security, particularly regarding Iran and the destabilising actions of the IRGC. The Accords have created a strong coalition to counter Iran's expansionist agenda and have enhanced coordination and intelligence sharing to respond to regional threats. I remind my noble friend the Minister, I continue to urge the government to proscribe the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organisation. And secondly, economic growth. The Accords have prompted a cooperation and resource sharing among participating nations. This has diversified regional economies, reducing reliance on oil and increasing resilience against economic shocks. And lastly, Robert suggests that the Accords enable the United States to maintain a leading role in promoting peace, countering China's influence in the Middle East. Securing the region is vital for global energy and trade, and the Accords help deter Russian aggression by uniting participating nations. So, my Lords, if the Abraham Accords plays a pivotal role in aligning regional interests, enhancing security, fostering economic growth, and ensuring the United States remains a key player in promoting peace and countering global tension, my Lords, where is the United Kingdom? The UK is not playing a role in these accords, and as a result we are acting against our own interests and our own national security. I have previously likened the Abraham Accords to a peace train that journeyed to Jerusalem, continued to Dubai, to Manama, and further to Rabat. The train shows no sign of stopping. Instead, it is gaining momentum with suggestions that its next destination may be Riyadh. Now, the UK boasts strong ties with many countries in the region, and we should play a pivotal role in encouraging neighbouring states to join, most especially with the Palestinian Authority. They must board this train and embrace the enormous opportunities that peace can bring. Now, together with the Noble Lord, my friend, the Lord Mendelsohn, in September 2021, we co-founded the UK Abraham Accord Group, which is chaired by Dr. Liam Fox MP, with a key aim that it would encourage our government to support, deepen and expand the Abraham Accords to other Middle Eastern and African partners. Our hope is that His Majesty's government will not only secure more signatories to the Accords, but also to facilitate the expansion of relationships beyond normalisation into multifaceted economic security and cultural ties. My Lords, just look what has been achieved as a result of the Abraham Accords. Total trade between Israel and the Abraham Accords countries surged from $593 million in 2019 to $3.47 billion in 2022. Israel significantly increased its imports from these countries, going from $378 million to $2.57 billion in goods and services. And exports grew from $224 million to $903. My Lords, deep and significant achievements. Things are happening. And what of Saudi Arabia? Well, although not yet a formal participant in the Abraham Accords, a promising indication of the ongoing normalisation and relationship building between Israel and other nations in the region has emerged. The development became evident when Israeli-founded smart energy tech firm SolarEdge entered only a few weeks ago into a joint venture with Saudi Arabia's Ajlan Holdings to deploy solar energy in the kingdom. This signifies more than just a step forward, improving environmental sustainability within the region. It represents the inaugural publicly acknowledged cooperation between the two countries, and I fervently hope that Saudi Arabia will normalise their relationship with Israel. In the debate that took place in the other place 2 years ago, the Minister for the Middle East, who is now the Foreign Secretary, answered Robert Jenrick's question by stating, and I quote, "He looks forward to working closely with his opposite numbers in the UAE, Bahrain and Israel, and indeed any other country that wishes to join and support the normalisation of relations and bring peace, strength and stability to the region." However, since that statement, I contend that very little has been done by the Foreign Office to carry out this commitment. My Lords, the political landscape has drastically changed over the past few years. Now is the time to grasp the opportunity to reassess policy on the Israeli-Arab relations and more broadly our regional policies in the region. It's neither sufficient nor acceptable to use the same old words and policies we have relied on for 50 or more years, which have continued to fail to bring about any practical help or change. Earlier this year, I was in Bahrain at the Manama Dialogue, and I was there when the Foreign Minister Zayani of Bahrain requested from our Foreign Secretary that the UK join the Negev Forum. So I asked my noble friend, the Minister today, have the FCDO taken any steps to ensure that the UK are involved in the Negev Forum? Furthermore, I'd like to ask my noble friend, the Minister, a purely logistical question. How many civil servants in the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office are working on developing the Abraham Accords? It is my understanding that currently, most shockingly and shamefully, not one official has the role of focusing on the Abraham Accords. My Lords, as we approach the 3-year anniversary of the historic Abraham Accords and the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, upon us, there's a profound symbolism in considering the role of the United Kingdom in furthering the path to peace. Rosh Hashanah is a time of reflection and renewal, a moment to set intentions for the year ahead. It's a time when the Jewish community worldwide gathers to pray for a better world, a world where the pursuit of peace and justice is paramount. And in this spirit of renewal and commitment to a brighter future, I urge my noble friend and the entire government to take bold and decisive steps in support of the Abraham Accords. Just as individuals on Rosh Hashanah reflect on the past actions and set intentions for the year ahead, so too should our government contemplate its role in promoting regional stability and cooperation. And I end by saying, in the spirit of Rosh Hashanah, let us find the courage and determination to play our part in this historic endeavour, ensuring a more peaceful and prosperous future for all the peoples of the region. My lords, the time for action is now. In the pages of history, let it be recorded that we, the United Kingdom, played our part in advancing a brighter, more peaceful future in the Middle East.